So the wise and the foolish in the chat ask, what are your thoughts on the future of ChatGPT AI? Things are accelerating. That's all I can say. Things are going to get a lot weirder. I'm sorry I keep saying that. It's like every year I just tell you things are going to get weirder. It's not much of a prophecy, but things are going to get really weird. Now, think about ChatGPT. And not just ChatGPT, but let's say ChatGPT and whatever version of AI exists without us knowing about, in different instantiations. Think about that in the election year next year. Oh, it's going to be fun. It's going to be a lot of fun. It seems like it's becoming pretty obvious that in one way or another, people are going to, for lack of a better word, people are going to worship AI. I don't know if you saw the interview with Elon Musk's, Tucker Carlson interviewing Elon Musk, and Elon Musk says it's straight up that the guy from Google was saying that they're going to build a god. Like they were just saying it straight up. And then when Elon Musk expressed some hesitation and some issue with that idea, that the Google guy said he was a speciesist. So yeah, it's gonna get crazy. I don't know. Like it's gonna cause massive damage. It's gonna cause some people to become massively, massively rich, and it's gonna disenfranchise millions of people. Now I don't know how it's gonna make us all wards of the state, I guess. It's gonna be inevitable because how else? How else are you gonna survive if nobody can if 70% of the people that have jobs don't need them anymore because of AI and robots. And so we'll have to be completely dependent on central structures, central authorities or companies or something will have to take over to make sure that people don't just die of hunger. If you've watched John Vervaeke's discussion on AI, man, I mean, very, very interesting, very, very powerful, but also very scary, and that John, my friend John, he definitely sees it as inevitable, and that probably embodied that the eyes at some point will become embodied in biological bodies. And that there'll be a kind of biotech. And that when that happens, it means that possibly the AI will now have stakes. Like they'll actually have stakes. They'll have embodiment. They'll have things they care about. They'll have all the things that I complained, in the interview I did about AI with Jordan Peterson, that I said that now they don't. It's not that like the AIs don't have reasons to act. They don't have care, right? They don't have relevance, realization. But if they're put into bodies that can die, let's say, it's like then you have a survival instinct and you've got a whole different animal. One which I don't want to see, and I don't understand why anybody would want to see that because, yeah, so, anyway, so it's like, man, we're going to see things. Think about it. Think about what we're going to see. We're going back to like the Bronze Age, folks. Like we're going to be in a mythological world within 5 years. We're going to be living with like literal dragons and monsters roaming the streets. Like it'll be no metaphor anymore. The symbolism will be the same, but it'll be out there. It'll be just there in the streets. So strap in. That's all I can say. Siuchana Arandoman says, my school is trying out a robot some months ago. I find it weird. I told the staff that I much preferred them to a robot. I don't think it worked very well. Man alive. It was a janitor robot. Yeah. Well, that janitor robot is just the first step. It's the friend robots. I mean, one of the things that John Vervaeke said, it's like he's just not even playing at all. It's like John, he understands how this works, and he basically says we have to make them embodied, the AIs, We have to do it. Because if we don't do it, the porn industry will do it. Think about that for 2 seconds and freak out, man. He said the military, right? The military and the porn industry will do it if we don't do it, and we don't do it with wisdom. Yeah, a priest among you says the porn industry probably already has a prototype. I mean, I don't think they have a prototype of biological embodiment yet. I mean, they have robots, but not biological. I mean, biological robots are, I'm not saying, they're still a little bit over the hill. Like to have an embodied AI that is biological, that it isn't a mechanical being, is still a little bit over the hill. It's not right there. But it's coming.